Hello, I'm Pam Hoffman, Everyday Spacer.
I'm Jeff Miller, 2049 Outfitters.
At Everyday Spacer, we show regular folks how to personally and directly participate in space exploration, science, and astronomy. We're here on Friday nights at 9 p.m. Pacific Time, 12 midnight Eastern Time, and 1 p.m. on Saturday in Hong Kong. We're broadcasting live from Thousand Oaks, California. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Jeff is going to tell us about Amateur Astronomer Association and other astronomy sites. We'll be back in 6.8 seconds. The Amateur Astronomers Association is an amateur astronomy club in New York. They've been in business since 1927. Let's learn what Jeff found out about this long-running club and other clubs. You ready?
Yep. Go ahead and show it. Yep, there we go. This is a really interesting site that I thought would be a national astronomy club because, the name Amateur Astronomers Association tends to assume that it's kind of covers a wide area, but turns out they just were early and got the name first. It pretty much covers New York.
New York, okay.
And mostly New York City, but there's other, there are locations in other places. But
that's cool.
I still wanted to show it to you. For one thing, it was founded in 1927, which got me looking throughout the site for the Church of Starry Wisdom, but if anyone gets that reference. But not there, just as you know. It is a very well-designed website. And so even though it is only for people in New York, so not as interesting for content for the broader scope, of our viewers, there are some things here that you might want to look at. It is a very well done, professionally designed website. And they have a lot of news, etc. Learn about astronomy. This is stuff. These are things that I liked here. Classes and lectures in New York. So.
Oh, these are like live and in person. You don't have anything online to look
at? There are some online ones, I believe. Let's take a look.
Oh, that's cool. Anybody in the world can look at that.
Yeah. So there are Astronomy Smorgasbord, Zoom. Okay. So, and then Urban Astrophotography is Zoom. And they do have live events too.
Oh, that's cool.
At the time that I first looked at this, I didn't see very many of the Zoom ones.
Possibly they've added them since.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the Zoom ones are kind of new on this list, and I suspect if you go down far enough, you start to see them again. So I just hit it when there weren't very many.
Okay.
But they also have various things that are of interest. Like I said, all of these locations are, they do have star parties, but they're New York. So that's nice, but.
But I like what happened, out of your understanding of that, you went and looked for some other good groups.
Well, yeah. Once I found out that this was not universal and it wasn't as much of a deep dive as I thought it would be, I decided to broaden out and start looking at other websites just to show you what you can do to create a website. I mean, they don't all have to look this pretty. This is, the two things that you want to see in a website are content and design. This is really good design. It has some content. Most of the content is local to New York, but there are some things that, like they do have podcasts, which is good. So you can watch their podcasts. And this is an all volunteer organization. So everything that is created with this is created through volunteer work.
Oh, cool. Well, and I like to talk to people about if you ever move or travel, here is a resource. And this one happens to be in New York, New York. So, it's possible to find things when you do go other places. And
Yep.
sometimes it's timing, like if they have a monthly meeting, if you're not there during the monthly meeting, you can't go to it. But yeah, I definitely like to talk to people about other places and other things, so that if they ever, like, you could move to New York, and have a nice organization to plug right into.
Yeah. And they have their own magazine, which
Oh, that's cool.
a number of people do, but this is theirs, and these are pretty good articles, so that might be worth a look too.
And it looks like they're available to anyone in the world.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Okay.
And fairly recent dates on these articles too, so it's not a legacy site.
All right.
And so that got me looking for other websites, and of course the first one I thought of was the Pomona Astronomy Club, because hi Cliff.
Yeah,
he runs
Cliff runs this one,
and you don't have to. He's got a very good header on this, and this just goes to show that you don't have to design a full website. Cliff created a group on Facebook, and it's got a bunch of posts that he finds useful for people. I kind of like the Pac-Man shot there. The first time I've seen this one, so that's neat. But so he's got a number of things that he finds other places. Plus, he and some of his members, and let's see if we can find one. They do astrophotography, so so
yeah,
not all of these
there's some fabulous pictures in there.
Yeah,
totally appreciate this one.
So here we go. This is someone's shot of the moon. I don't know if he's part of your club or not, Cliff. Maybe you'll let us know. But this is a pretty, but he's got stuff like this in here. So you can do this and have basically a worldwide reach, even for a regional club. They're in Pomona, Queensland, which it's always weird to me to see that, because there's a Pomona here in California also.
Very close to us, actually.
Yeah. In fact, my sister went to university in Pomona.
Yeah.
So, it's just weird to me. But hey.
That's okay. There's a main street in practically every city in the United States. So.
Yeah. And so then, if we're going to look at Cliff's Facebook page, this is David Renecki's website. And David's interest is more along the lines of space history, and he also does stargazing and stuff like that. And so this is a lot of stuff that David does. And here's David right there. Or you can find him right in this one. But he's actually has some pretty good articles on here talking about the James Webb.
Oh yeah, they're fabulous.
And he found this really good graphic of how far in the past James Webb is going to be looking.
Right. Because it works weird when you look out in space. You're not just looking distance; you're looking time.
Yep.
As well.
Yeah. So, yeah, really good stuff on here. So if you want a good resource, David put some good stuff together.
Yeah, and these articles, just one follows the other, so you could stay there for a while.
Yeah, you can get lost on that.
Beautiful header, isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
He's had that for a little while now.
Yeah. And if you really want to go gonzo with content, not so much web design on this, but this white on black, the 1980s want their website back. Sorry, guys.
I thought that was 90s.
Yeah, I guess 80s was a little bit early for the internet, but yeah, 1990s. But, hey, you're not really looking at this website for web design. You're looking at this for content, and boy, do they have content.
Yeah, that's a terrific group.
Yeah.
I found them through Cliff's Facebook group.
Well, in fact, the reason why we're showing this one is because Cliff reminded me about it.
Oh, very good. Yeah.
Yeah. And So they have different sections on the type of observing. Basically, this is the Association of Lunar and Planetary Observers. So this is for people who want to look at the planets or are interested in looking at the planets, looking at, the moon. And they have different sections that give you a bunch of information about the various things and when things are.
Cool.
And talking about space weather there. Lunar section. It's fairly dry, but if you're looking for information, Alpo has it.
Awesome.
And they also have the list of publications. They do publish, and getting a membership gets you, X number of issues of their publication, which is download or print.
Oh, cool.
So this is probably one of the better, and some interesting links here. You can find a bunch of different things here. So this is good. This is a good resource page, and and joining it is a good way of supporting this. Just saying. So that's let's see, what else can we show about this? Section galleries.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, so they've got some, if it's, they're interested in observing, so here are images, for people who observe. This is,
oh, and our friend Paulo in this is Brazil.
Yeah.
Doesn't have Facebook. We'll be back soon and contact. Awesome. Thanks very much for joining us on YouTube. That's cool. That's fine.
Yeah. So there you go. A whole bunch of, this is just an example. And being a content-rich site, when they give you an image, they tell you everything about it.
Now, is this by a member who created this and shared with the group?
I don't know if this image is from a member, but they do give who created the image, when, and all of that stuff.
Okay.
So my guess is that it is, but I don't know for sure. I don't know if these are just compilations.
Oh, all right. Okay. Any questions about that, anyone? Let us know. We'd love to get your comments and share them live and try to answer them. All right. Good to go?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Jeff. It's really great to have all the groups out there, and you can find stuff local to you. And if you can't find something local to you, consider creating it. Yeah, there's lots of options for. I mean, you don't have to get so elaborate as some of these websites.
Yeah,
but you certainly can.
Yeah, and
there's Cliff. Hello.
Yeah, hey, Cliff. You can go as simple as creating a Facebook page, as Cliff did here, or as beautiful as the AAA site, or as information rich as the Alpo site, or go totally gonzo and get a web designer to get a really information rich website. Although, quite frankly, it depends on what you're looking for. I mean, Alpo is really good for those who really want the nuts and bolts.
Yeah,
it's a good. I would, at the risk of offending people, it's a good geeky site.
Yeah, I think we're okay with geeks here.
Yeah. So just.
Well, thanks so much. And yeah, if you have something to share, we'd love to learn about that. And maybe it'll show up on our show one day. We are going to have 2 open mic nights now for a year. So stay tuned for that.
And also, just so you know, if you go back through our previous guests, almost all of them have their own websites where they've created things for, for the community. So that's good too.
Cool. All right. Oh, I think we have another comment. Let's see. Absolutely, Cliff. Thanks for being out there and working the good work.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. All right. Well, so I created something new. And I have a Christmas gift I forgot to share. Thanks to my sister Marie for sending me along some. Here's another one. There were 16 in all, so you may see another couple in the future. So I created something new. It's called Star Party at Your Place. The idea is to let me come to your next event and have an evening of stargazing with your family and friends. I've been involved with this since 1991, and I have the equipment to bring to you for a nice evening under the stars. Some limitations may apply, like you want to live local to Thousand Oaks, California. The phase of the moon might be an issue. A full moon is not ideal, and the weather can be an issue. Stuff like that. But call her right today if you would like to learn more. There it is. That's how you find out about me. And I would love to help you if I can make it to your place. Australia, that's not happening this year. Sorry. Maybe later.
Australia wouldn't let us in.
No, it wouldn't. All right, so let's see.
Oh, and Paulo says, oh, thank you, Paulo.
Thanks. Appreciate that. Yeah. And we also heard from Cliff.
Yeah.
Thanks again. And yeah, weekly space hangout. That was great. In fact, I asked about getting astronaut Nicole Stott to come on our show, and it sounds very promising. So
nice.
See what happens. I will let you know what I learn when I learn more. All right, so some stellar events this week, and we're talking January 14th through the 21st. The 17th is the full wolf moon, and
okay, full
feel
wolf
free to
moon.
howl.
Yes, yes.
On January 19th is the weekly space hangout. That's every Wednesday during like fall, winter, spring. They take a break in the summer, and it's going to be a news roundup this time. And then we're back to Friday night, and our show was Josh Carlson this time. We find us Friday nights at 9 p.m. Pacific time on the Everyday Spacer Facebook page and the Everyday Spacer YouTube channel.
Ongoing events. Design moon digging robots. Lunabotics Junior Contest from NASA. And NASA seeks young engineers to help design a new robot concept for an excavation mission to the moon. The Lunabotics Junior Contest is open to K through 12 students in the U.S. public and private schools, as well as homeschoolers. You can enter art or be a judge. The winner from each category will be announced March 29th, 2022. You know, I've read that several times, and I've always been wondering, but I haven't looked it up. I wonder what the different categories are. Maybe I'll look at it sometime and actually find out.
It occurs to me, if you know something else that's like in other places in the world, we are absolutely global. We want to, showcase the different things that everyday spacers are eligible to do.
Yeah.
Pat a koala. I've heard they're kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
Thanks though, Cliff. What a friend you are.
Yeah, it's kind of like giving a badger a rub on the tummy, right? Yeah, just tickle its tummy.
We're not going there. It's an inside joke, friends.
Yeah.
Please finish.
Psycho kitty. Nominate a student with perseverance. Second round opening February 1st through 28th. 6th through 8th grade students in the U.S. public, private, and home schools. There's 4 rounds total. Awards are a special message from NASA Perseverance rover on Mars, a chat with the rover team members from Mission Control at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, an award pack of printed materials. And you already showed that website.
Yeah, we showed the link, and that's a pretty cool award for a young person, and they just want to recognize the students who are who persevere, that sort of thing, and they've tied it into their Mars rover, their new Mars rover.
No,
you're gonna have to explain that one to me.
Oh no, the koalas.
Oh, I see.
Eating them in zoos rather than.
Okay. So if you or someone you know has done something interesting involving space exploration, science, astronomy like that, we would love to share our live. In fact, join us next Friday, January the 21st. Josh Carlson will be returning. And remember, he is the author of Space Power Ascendant. He wants to come back and discuss the second space race that's currently ongoing between the United States and the China-Russia collaboration. He said that there is some news as well. Oh. So we're really looking forward to that. I have some other guests in the work. We'll have to see what happens with them, though. It's kind of a matter of continuing to keep in touch with them and find out what their availability is, that kind of thing. So yeah, any more comments, questions? We will entertain those for a few more seconds, and then we're gonna find you on the Facebook page and the YouTube channel. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. We appreciate your time, and we'll see you next week.
Yes. Bye.